My wife secretly spent the night at her ex's place. She swears nothing happened, but I feel betrayed. Am I overacting? I'm 27M, in a real fight with my wife, 29F. I'm at a loss here and need an outside perspective. For context, we've been together for about 5 years, married for 2. She's my partner in every sense of the word. She has a child, 8F, and we created our own little family. I'm not the bio dad, but I love her like my own. My wife and I usually can communicate through issues except for her ex, 29M. He's our constant fight. I respect him, as the father, but we never had an easy dynamic. He ignores boundaries and treats fatherhood like a game. Child support. He hasn't heard of it. My wife and her ex were high school sweethearts. Co-parenting isn't my issue. It's the fact he still acts like he has some claim on my wife. Our family was set to spend Labor Day weekend with my parents for this special anniversary occasion. These plans were solidified months in advance. Last minute, my wife's ex begged to have their daughter for Labor Day. She ended up agreeing and backing out of our plans so she could attend with the daughter. I didn't like it, but there wasn't anything I could do. I didn't have much say. My wife invited me, but I chose to keep my engagement with my parents. It wasn't a rain check scenario. It was difficult to reach my wife the whole weekend. She was dodgy and left me on read a lot. I returned to an empty home. I called my wife and overheard her ex in the background with their daughter. Turns out my wife spent the night at his place. She said it wasn't planned, that she was too tired to drive after the celebration, and her ex offered her to stay the night. Not going to lie, I was upset. She asked to discuss it later. She didn't think it was best to discuss it in front of the daughter. She pretty much hung up on me. When we did talk again, we had a bad fight. I felt every boundary we established was broken. Her ex never respected our relationship. They have a child together, yes, but that doesn't warrant her spending the night with him. I'm sick of her ex pushing boundaries. My wife swears nothing happened. They hung out with their daughter all night, and then he offered her his bed while he took the couch. I told her he set the scene for something to happen, and for all I know, she shared a bed with him. I asked how she'd feel if I spent the night with an ex. She admitted she wouldn't like it, but doesn't believe it's a fair comparison. She feels the circumstances are different. She said she loves me and respects our marriage, and I should trust her not to cross a line. I told her it has nothing to do with trust and everything to do with her constant enabling of her ex. She doesn't choose me in the same way. She keeps choosing him. She didn't care for that comparison. She said nothing happened. She was done talking about it, and then left the room. That's what she always does. She doesn't like something said and then storms out, declaring she's not talking about it anymore. We're left at an impasse. I feel her ex doesn't respect our relationship and oversteps boundaries. My wife feels I'm too biased to see anything clearly past her ex. This is the most at odds we've ever been in our relationship. Communication isn't prevailing. I'm in love with my wife. I love her daughter. I don't take for granted the life we built, but I'm struggling to trust my wife now. AIO.